Hello and welcome back to Mini House Big Reno Renovation Project Part 2. And before I go and start showing you photos and videos, I just want to say that I made a bit of a mistake when I decided that I should just start taking photos and then put it all together into a video. It is a lot of work to edit such a project that way. So bear with me because it does seem a little bit choppy when I show you some of the pictures. It is difficult to go back and figure out where I was and what I was thinking, but I'm trying my best, and going forward probably have a couple more parts that I'm using photos this way, and then after that when I go back to work on the project I'll just do video, so that won't be as choppy and as difficult to follow through. So bear with me and let's get started. So at this stage you'll see that the room is still narrow in the back where I intended to put a bed. The work begins now to try and figure out how to get rid of those triangles, both corners where the little night tables are. I began with the right corner in the back and started to cut away the wallpaper, and then a huge layer of actually this house has a layer of foam core all the way through, and I know why it's done, because a lot of times this thin plywood does warp, and the layer of foam helps that. It also is great for adhering the wallpaper to it, because it's a very smooth material, as opposed to gluing it to the plywood itself. From here, I just continued, and I used everything that I could to get rid of that corner. There was a lot of cutting. I had to cut through the plywood, and that created a hole. There was nothing on the outside because the house has these two indents, which I'll show you when we turn the house over to the outside. But as you can see, now that I put a bed in the center, I will have that additional floor space to the right side, which is great. Here I'm showing you the additional floor space, which will be jetting out. So these are the two sections that were indented. So when I took off those two corners on both sides, it just showed the exterior. So I have to deal with that on the outside of the house. And so here's how I just took out some of the siding that was there, and I'm trying to save some of it so I can replace it. And some of it I will be able to use. Here's the little notch again. So the house has these two notches, and when I took down the corner, it revealed itself to have no wall. So I will be adding, to make that corner, I will be adding a wall. So obviously first I'll put in a cardboard, and then I'll put some plaster or siding and finish it that way. And then I had to work on getting the siding off. The siding was really hard to get off because I don't know what was used on there, but it was very hard to get off. The glue was well in there. Because I need the boards to continue, I had to chisel that off, just the same here. And then I'm going to add siding, patch it. Since I'm repainting, it won't really matter. And then I'll paint it all the same. It's about a bit of work to make it smooth, and then replace it. I have a couple of pieces already that I took off from before. This will go here, and then add some more from another section. Sorry, everything falls here. And yep, that'll go here. So it will make sense in the end, but for now, there's a bit of patching and chopping away using a chisel. It's not a very sharp one. I really should stop and get a sharp chisel and see what happens with that. A lot more to do on both sides. This side I probably won't because it's flat. I'll just, it's a little bit of a bump here, so I will flatten it out and then just start painted green or whatever color I'm gonna paint, and then just continue. This should be fairly easy, and then I just put a corner bead on there like it had before. The next few frames just showing you what I did. Looks like it has a lot of bandages, but it's just me dealing with those little corners, adding the siding, adding the speckle to make it all smooth, and getting it ready so that I can proceed with the rest of the siding later on. You do see here a little bit of my color choices that I will be changing the exterior to. Just some tryouts, and I decided that I would go back inside the house just for a bit of a change. I worked on getting those corners patched up so that there is actually a wall, and then I wanted to, oh, as you can see here, I started to patch up the exterior, but that wall is going to be covered by the staircase wall addition. So here we are. Couldn't leave that wallpaper in because there was already so much damage, so I started to pull it out, and then looking for some of the flooring, and luckily I did have a little bit of flooring to put in that area. Lots of garbage, and I did find some flooring. It's almost an exact match, and when I sanded it down, it was just perfect. I absolutely love it. I love the way the floor is now, and all the extra room in the back for the furniture. Then I thought I'd take a look and see what I had for the little panels that you see in the bathroom area. And I do have some. At this point, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but just a few ideas here as to how I'm proceeding with the layout. Not a lot of photos, but more to come in the next installment. So thanks again and for putting up with this kind of video. Appreciate you tuning in, and until next time, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.